morning, everybody, and welcome to video 1. This is very interesting. Why did the governor of California do an entire press conference to try to clear the name of Harry and Meghan? Does anybody know why he did that? All right, we're going to start off with a message from me, and then we're going to move into our video. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. I'm just starting off with this quick message for everybody. Several people now are writing to me going, video 2 is missing. I can't find it. It's nowhere to be found. You guys, I upload video 1, video 2, and video 3, and I've labeled them as such. If you cannot find the next video, go to my channel on YouTube and get it there. But you really should watch my videos in order to keep up with, the storyline that I'm running. So if you are unable to find a video and you know I'm uploading them and they're labeled, go to my YouTube channel and you can get them on there. And that is my public service announcement for today. We're going to start this video actually with a blind item that came out because remember, Harry has said absolutely nothing about African parks. And it appears from the blind item that Harry has, quote unquote, washed his hands of it and basically is denying even being a part of it, even though he's on the board. Yep. All right, let's get into our discussion for today. We already know that Harry and Meghan came back. They landed in LA. The pictures clearly show that Meghan was really upset. She was walking way in front of Harry. Harry had earbuds in and was carrying the bags. Meghan literally stomped up to the car, threw herself in the back, and you can tell from her stride that she was quite angry. And why was she so upset? Well, she was upset because Archewell had gone delinquent. They hadn't paid their fees, they hadn't filed the correct paperwork, and the whole thing blew up. Well, the next thing you know, here comes Governor Newsome, and he came out and did an entire press conference. Now, I'm not going to play this whole video again. Quite frankly, I find it offensive. Governor Newsome decided to do an entire press conference, and he stood there and said, "I'm at a mental health facility." He went on to say that Archewell does extraordinary work, although nobody really knows what they do, especially around women, girls, and mental health. He says, as Harry admits to using all kinds of illegal drugs and has severe health issues, mental health issues. He said that they were in compliance and it was a technical paperwork issue that was wildly just blown up. He actually tried to shame the media and he came off looking worse for the wear and kept repeating it was a very normal technical issue that happens to a lot of companies. For me, that doesn't bode well to the way their state is run. He said they're a celebrated organization that does great work in the state of California. So that statement really caught my attention. Then he complained that people had quote unquote piled on and it was unfair. All right. So again, he called a whole press conference over this while standing at a mental health facility. Why did he do this? Why did he feel that he need to owe this to Harry and Meghan? That's the big question. Is he providing, are the people of California, is their tax money providing security to Harry and Meghan? And Harry and Meghan might release that information if he doesn't come out in support of them? Are Harry and Meghan donating money to him on the side, Democrat and all, and they don't want anybody to know about this and he wants the money to keep coming, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe there's another reason. So here's what you don't know. I think he did it to get the heat off of himself because California Governor Gavin Newsome was called out 3 days ago at a press conference because the state of California had a $24 billion money put aside to spend for homelessness. And the Golden State's budget deficit right now is $45 billion. And the shortfall is so large that Gavin Newsome actually proposed some very painful spending cuts that impact immigrants, kindergartners, low-income parents that need childcare, and in this state, which by the way has the 5th largest economy. So what came out was that $24 billion has been spent over the last 5 years, but nobody knows where the money went. Nothing has helped the homelessness issue. And at the press conference, he was asked if he felt that the administration did enough to ensure the money was well spent. And if he was worried that the spending was lessening based on the homelessness program, and he basically hemmed and hawed, they said, for about 2 minutes. And then somebody said, excuse me, I didn't hear your response to either of those questions. They actually called him out for not answering. And then he says, look, there was an audit. It didn't surprise me. He said, I agree with most of the findings. And the state made unprecedented investments and tried to increase accountability for that spending. But it's always about the public mood. So basically, he had nothing to say. And finally, they thanked him for his answer before this guy basically said, we're done here, and walked off. So now let's go back to the whole Archwell thing. First, they claimed that they forgot to send the check. Then they said the check, but it wasn't cashed. Then this guy says he gave a different excuse. There's always a different excuse. So I want to make sure you understand. Archwell filed their IRS Form 990 for 2021. The year in question is 2022. And that's what prompted the 2023 delinquency notice. They did not file the 2022 federal tax return. It's now 6 months late, even with the 6-month extension. Please keep in mind that the 990 form that everybody's yakking on about is a federal form, not a state form. So absolutely nothing that the governor said, I agree with this person, negates the fact that Harry and Meghan were overdue by 15 months. They did not file their annual report, and with the delinquency, they were not allowed to move funds in or out of Archwell, and they did. By the law, these fees are supposed to be this stuff is supposed to be filed no later than 4 months and 15 days after the end of the fiscal year, and Archwell's fiscal year ended December 31st. I guess the point I'm trying to make is no matter how you cut it, Archwell was out of compliance. That man stood at that podium and lied massively. The question is, why did he do it? What does he owe Archwell? What do they have over him that would make him do something so stupid as to tell a lie like that? Well, as it turns out, you guys, this particular governor has received millions of dollars in political donations from Hollywood studios while giving hundreds of millions in tax credits to the film industry since COVID-19. And Newsome himself has collected at least $4.1 million in campaign donations from entertainment companies, executives, and employees of several major Hollywood studios. These are Paramount, Warner Brothers, Discovery, Netflix. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Between 2018 and 2022, Reed Hastings, the co-CEO of Netflix, gave $3 million to the campaign against Newsome's recall vote in 2022, while executives and employees of Netflix gave $170,000 in donations. And just as an FYI, Paramount and Warner Brothers executives and employees, as well as Discovery, gave $84,773 and $96,280, respectively, in campaign donations to Mr. Newsome. So that is why he came out speaking for the Markles. This all leads back to money, Netflix, and donations. Yep. Now, to help my algorithm, I'm going to ask you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and you're going to follow me over to video 2 so we can continue on with our story, because you're just not going to believe some more information that was dug up. So you're absolutely not going to want to miss the next video. So follow me over to video 2. Go to my channel if you can't find it. Let's go.